Hi and welcome to day 33 of my 112-day long winter Grindset program. Today was a Friday, finally, thankfully. I've been working for 20 days straight doing my job, and I've been training for 33 days straight at this point, so it feels really good to get some proper rest now. Tomorrow I'm probably going to be a completely different person, fully energized and ready to go. Today Charlie joined me, however, which did raise my motivation level. He's getting a lot stronger very quickly, which obviously forces me to up my game since I have to be stronger than my younger brother at everything. Right now we're equally strong on deadlift, so that doesn't really sit right with me. So here he's doing 4 handstand push-ups as well. Only difference here is I've been doing it for the last 13 days or some shit. 12 days maybe. Yeah, 12 days. I've been doing this 12 days straight for 4 reps on these, and I'm looking forward to doing 5 reps on Monday. So that's going to be interesting. Also, Charlie hit a big PR here. 4 sternum pull-ups. Now, he hasn't gotten that technique fully down, but I don't believe he has that full upper back strength to do it completely properly. But he is doing 4 reps at this point, and I'm able to do 9, obviously. So on Monday, I'll be adding a rep, going up to 10 reps. And I started at 7. The goal is 15, so I've made a bit of progress so far. At this point, I'm the strongest I've ever been on these. I'm probably the strongest I've ever been if I were to test my weighted chin-up or the like, but that's not guaranteed. And as to Charlie, he's able to do 16 pull-ups now. We did this off camera, but I did 17 pull-ups after he did 16 pull-ups. Regular pull-ups, that is, just to hit some extra. So that's obviously pre-fatigued, and my best ever is 23, his best ever is 16, so he matched it today. On to knuckle push-ups. One of my fingers actually probably could be slightly infected because it's kind of hurting, to be honest. So I'll need to monitor that closely because I don't want to get any problems from these. But I'm doing them on the wooden floor, obviously. Charlie did them on a mat. I wanted him to do them with me on the floor, since I know that if he does them on a mat, he just pumps them out way quicker than me and looks way stronger, which he is on push-ups. But eventually he convinced me that he was going to use the mat instead. So I believe the set starts shortly. Now it's quite interesting actually just how strong he really is on these push-ups. I'm significantly stronger than him on bench press, but his push-up ability is absolutely phenomenal. So as you can see here, he's really pumping out push-up reps while he's doing it on a mat, and while I'm doing it on the wooden floor, it's a bit more painful. I'm going a bit slower, but he is very strong at push-ups. You can see there, touching his chest to the floor on every rep. I'm not sure if he's extending all the way up, but those are way longer range of motion than 90% of people use when doing push-ups. So that's a good work by Charlie, light work. He's done 40 push-ups before. That's chest to floor. I haven't, never. I probably could do like 33 max right now. And one thing I did mog him on today, though, was pistol squats. He insists that he has a balance issue. I believe he probably has some form of core strength, hip flexor strength, stiffness issues, weakness. Because usually when you can't perform a movement properly, and he's a flexible person, so flexibility shouldn't be an issue. It's his mobility, the ability to produce force through long ranges of motion. And obviously it's kind of difficult to identify which muscle makes him lose balance here, but it's probably something to do with either his hip flexors or something else to do with the hips, and something to do with his core, most likely. Also due to the fact that he hasn't been doing them for 33 days straight, he's been doing them here and then with me. But I'm doing these every single day, so I'm mastering the reps, mastering the exercise properly, and even me, I'm losing balance here and there, especially on that left leg. So Charlie was kind of getting frustrated with these today. He'd already trained legs. He'd already done 8 reps of 100 kilos on the regular squat. So doing these afterwards wasn't really completely optimal. And yes, he did those squats off camera as well. But as you can see, he's kind of flexing his left leg strength here. He's obviously a lot stronger on that leg. And I'm the reverse. I'm stronger on the right, weaker on the left. But it's always been that way. And even in Taekwondo, I always kick with my right leg. He always kicks with his left. Although we're both right-handed. So that's kind of interesting. He's going at it with those pistol squats. On to the next. Deadlifts. Now, Charlie insisted that he should hit a lifetime PR on a deadlift without warming up. He loaded up 157, 0 warm-up, grabbed it, and ripped it off the floor. Charlie's deadlift strength is weird. He weighs 68, so he's deadlifting 90 kilos above his body weight, which is quite insane. I weigh 80 kilos, he weighs around 68, as I said. So this is me with the same weight, and I knew that I cannot be weaker than Charlie. He's my younger brother. If I fail this, I'm pathetic. So I decided to use the tried and true battle-tested method of rounding my back, because I always know I'm way stronger when I do that. Popped it off the floor, but holding it at the top was the difficulty. That grip strength isn't quite there for deadlifts yet, and that's why I continue to do these high rep deadlifts, but with the double overhand grip, just to make sure that we're really putting in that work when it comes to the grip strength, and that's what we want. The ability to do high reps with a moderately high weight, double overhand. So that's my secret attack plan for my weak grip. Now, doing these after doing not only pistol squats, but also a very heavy deadlift, obviously took some out of me, but I decided to go for it anyway. Now, one thing I've realized over the, months is Charlie probably has very good deadlift leverages. It seems like he has long legs and a short spine and fairly long arms. I have regularly long arms, quite a long spine, and quite short legs. So what I've realized, relative to my frame, of course, what I've realized is that my hamstrings are activated more on a deadlift than for a normal person. As you can see, I'm starting a lot closer to 90 degrees parallel to the floor when it comes to my spine position than 45 degrees. I don't know the exact amount of degrees. I'm not super interested, but if you look at my starting position and Charlie's starting position, there is quite a difference. But obviously I don't want to complain because I know that he's at least mechanically massively disadvantaged on squats with a short spine and long legs, but he doesn't give a shit. He does 8 reps of 100. So maybe it's just me being weak, making excuses. But what I was gonna say was that if you have a long spine and short legs like me, you'll probably make more muscle gains on the regular deadlift than other people, because your back is going through a larger range of motion. Well, really, it's staying still, but your hip joint and your knee joint is doing more. Your hamstrings and your glutes are going to be more activated, and your back is going to have to stay tighter in an even deeper position, which I believe that in combination with the fact that when you start with a flat back, you'll be using more of your mid and lower traps as opposed to your upper traps in the bottom of the rep, and you'll be using more lats to keep tight. So I do believe in deadlifts as an exercise, and what I really want to say with all of this is that if you have bad leverages on a lift, be happy for it. For example, if you have long arms on a bench press, yeah, you'll lift less, but you know what's good? If you lift the same as another guy with better leverages, you will have more muscle mass because you're moving the same amount of weight, but you're moving it for a longer range of motion and through more difficult joint angles and with worse moment arms. So guys, be grateful for good leverages, because that means that you can lift a lot of weight, and be grateful for your bad leverages, because that means that you'll be able to gain a lot of muscle. Because I will not let these leverages stop me from deadlifting 180, 200, 250, and beyond. It will take many years of my life. It may take a decade. But one day I will deadlift at least 220 kilos. I see that as absolutely doable. I could probably even do 260, to be honest. But that will take me a long fucking time. So one day at a time, train for 20 years, and we'll see where we end up when I'm fucking 38 years old. But until then, let's just keep grinding. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 34. Goodbye.